my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Earlier this year, Ferrari dropped the first official images of the F80, and the internet did what the internet does best: freak out, melt down, and throw design opinions around like confetti at a wedding. People were either in love with the future or mourning the death of Ferrari curves. But now it's real. It moves. Ferrari just let a group of journalists actually get behind the wheel, and we're finally seeing the F80 in action. And of all the coverage, the one that hit me the hardest, like in the soul, was Top Gear's deep dive. I was doing my usual YouTube scroll, avoiding productivity, when it popped up. I called my wife. I said, "This is a family moment. We are watching this together. This is not just a car. This is an event." Because I've been waiting years for Ferrari to deliver the next chapter of its hypercar legacy, the next prancing horse in the Holy Trinity, alongside the LaFerrari, P1, and 918. Let's dive in, because while some of y'all are calling it a Lego Civic with a Zorro mask, I'm seeing pure engineering excellence. Top Gear kicks things off at Misano Circuit. Limited laps. Instructor in the passenger seat. But that's Ferrari for you. You don't just show up and joyride a $4 million hybrid hypercar, and despite the constraints, it delivers immediate impressions. Light, surgical steering, endless grip, and front-end bite, massive brakes that feel like throwing an anchor out the window, and yeah, it only has a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6, but don't get it twisted. That engine is derived from the 499P Le Mans prototype, the one that just spanked everyone 3 years straight at the world's toughest endurance race. This ain't your uncle's V6. Here's where it gets bananas. This car is a rolling supercomputer. Underneath its sharp lines is a drivetrain so complex, even Tony Stark would need a whiteboard. Let me break it down. Twin turbo, V6, 3 electric motors, E-turbos for zero lag, 800 volt architecture and 2.3 kilowatt hours battery behind the seats, full torque vectoring front axle, and altogether 1,183 horsepower, pushing just over 1,500 kilograms. It's not just powerful, it's frighteningly intelligent. This thing could probably solve Wordle while setting a Nürburgring's lap. Even with all that complexity, the car is shockingly approachable. It's not some twitchy widow maker. It's stable, progressive, and makes you feel like you're getting better with every lap. Top Gear even gets a shot at qualifying mode, Ferrari's version of, alright, let's see what this thing can really do. The result? Sheer torque, brute force, an instant electric punch that makes ICE-only cars feel like antiques. Now let's address the drama, because no F80 video is complete without diving into the design controversy. It's ugly, looks like a Civic, what's with the black bar across the nose, it's got a Zorro mask, and many more. I've read it all, but let me hit you with the facts. This car isn't about being pretty, it's about aero. Check this out, starting with that diffuser, 1.8 meters long. That's 1.2 meters longer than the LaFerraris. The engine is tilted forward 1.2 degrees just so the underbody flow is perfect. That's not ugly, that's obsession. Yeah, it looks like it came from the future as imagined by the 1980s, but in person, the bare carbon variant is absolutely jaw-dropping. It's not trying to be romantic, it's trying to win. Inside, Ferrari didn't just build an interior, they built a cockpit. Everything's purpose-built around the driver. The chassis is asymmetric. The carbon weave literally changes depending on where it needs to be stronger. It's all dialed in with one goal: make you feel like the center of the universe. You don't just sit in the F80, you get strapped into an experience. Now, there's a capacitive touchpad to start it up, but thankfully, the production version is getting a physical start button, because apparently, rich people still hate touchscreens, just like the rest of us. And yeah, the squared off steering wheel, look, I get why people complain. A lot of car journalists have been moaning about it, but honestly, I love it. It gives off serious racing vibes. The car barely needs mid-corner correction anyway, so your hands stay locked in, feels planted, feels serious. I might be in the minority here, but to me, it's cool as hell. Let's talk buttons and boost. The F80 has two different Manetinos, one for chassis and one for powertrain. You've got your usual wet, sport, race, ESC off. But on the powertrain side, you get hybrid mode for sipping electrons, performance for fast but consistent fun, Quali for maximum attack, just one lap of boosted insanity. It's like Ferrari gave you your own pit crew and race strategy built into the steering wheel. Now this is where the car comes alive. Top Gear hits the road and everything changes. The gearbox, flawless. The ride, surprisingly comfortable. The steering, telepathic. The noise, subtle but spicy. It suddenly feels less like a tech demo and more like a Ferrari. And not in the let's cruise down rodeo drive way. This is a road legal Le Mans weapon that you could, hypothetically, take to Whole Foods. Let's settle this V6 debate once and for all. Yes, It's not a screaming V12. Yes, it's not a high-revving V8. But what it is engineered perfection. The E-turbos and electric assist deliver torque instantly. It sounds better than people expected. And once you're on a twisty road, you're too busy holding on to care how many cylinders it has. Ferrari didn't build this to cater to nostalgia. They built it to move the game forward. Sure, the hybrid system can feel inconsistent. Sometimes it's lightning fast, like warp speed fast. Other times, you're sitting there like, hello, power? You there, buddy? And no, it doesn't make your hair stand on end the way a screaming V12 does. That high rev howl, that chest rattling bark, it's not here. But you know what? It doesn't need to be, because this car isn't trying to live in the past. It's not here to recycle V12 nostalgia and call it innovation. It's doing something different, something next gen. Ferrari could have easily slapped a naturally aspirated V12 in the back, made some pretty noises, and sold it out in 2 minutes. But instead, they chose to evolve, to push the boundaries, to actually build a car that reflects where performance is going, not just where it's been. This is a machine built for a world where F1 is hybrid, where Le Mans is one with electrified drivetrains, and where efficiency and power coexist. So, yeah, it might not tick every car enthusiast checkbox if you still think torque is something that should only come from displacement. But if you actually care about engineering, about progression, about the future of driving, then the F80 isn't just a step forward, it's a statement. And honestly, if you're still out here shouting V12 or nothing, maybe you're the dinosaur. So where do I stand? Honestly, the F80 is a masterpiece wrapped in controversy. It's divisive, it's daring, it's not for everyone, but it's one of the most complete, intelligent, and exciting Ferraris ever built. On track, it's all business. On the road, it comes alive. And for those lucky 799 owners, they're not just buying a car, they're buying into the future of performance. And that's a wrap. What do you think of the Ferrari F80? Engineering brilliance, or did Ferrari lose the plot? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Argue, educate, roast. We want it all. Smash that like button if you respect Ferrari pushing the envelope. Smash the dislike if you think they should have slapped a V12 in and called it a day. And make sure to subscribe to Friends with Benefits Car Club for more wild reviews, sarcastic commentary, and car culture chaos. Because let's be real, none of us can afford it, but we can sure judge it together. And if you want to catch up on previous episodes, I'll leave them up on the screen for you. Seriously, thank you for watching to the end. It means the world to us. Whether you're here for the laughs, the news, or just to hang out, you're part of the Friends with Benefits family. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep driving, and remember, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, you're driving the wrong one. Friends with Benefits, driving off.